The mission of the Holy Spirit is to convict the world of three things. There are three groups of people in the world. There are sinners, there are righteous people who believe in Jesus, and there are unbelievers. John chapter 16, verse 7 to 11. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you. And when he has come, he will convict the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Of sin, because they do not believe in me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and you see me no more. Of judgment, because the ruler of this world is judged. When a person is living in sin and has not yet been communicated the gospel, he is not yet an unbeliever, because an unbeliever is one who do not believe. It will have to take someone to hear the gospel and then reject it before he is given the label unbeliever. So someone who do not believe is someone who has rejected Jesus. So a sinner would be just a sinner who is blinded in sin, but has not yet been exposed to the gospel, so that the gospel can tell him what is right or wrong. Only the gospel of Christ can tell us what is right and what is wrong. A person cannot know right and wrong by themselves. That's why a person must be preached the gospel and make a decisive or a decision whether to reject or to accept. And if they reject, they become an unbeliever, because now they have known what is right. The gospel is righteousness. So we're going to look at these three categories of people. A sinner is one who have not yet been exposed to the gospel. So he is just living in sin. He doesn't know God's standards of living. So let us look at Romans chapter 5 verse 19. For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so also by one man's obedience many will be made righteous. So the disobedience of Adam produced sinners. Adam sinned in a type of way that rejected God. So the disobedience of Adam was the rejection of God in the Garden of Eden. And that disobedience produced sinners who did not sin in the similitude or in the likeness of Adam. So they did not commit Adam's transgression. Adam's transgression was that he rejected God, but the people who came after Adam, like his children, have not sinned the same kind of sin that Adam sinned in the Garden of Eden. What Adam did in the Garden of Eden was that Adam rejected the gospel. Adam rejected Christ. Adam rejected the tree of life. Just as the disobedience of Adam, many were made sinners, but not unbelievers. The sin of Adam was unbelief. But now the disobedience and the unbelief of Adam produced sinners who are not yet unbelievers, who will eventually come to the knowledge of the gospel and now make a decisive decision whether they should reject or accept. And based on that decision will determine their eternal destination of either unbelievers or righteousness.